Now, print on demand is something that I speak very highly of on this channel. I think it's an incredible opportunity for a lot of entrepreneurs who kind of want to do the marketing aspect of things but don't want to sort out the fulfillment side of stuff. It's also a great way to avoid having dead stock in your inventory. I think it's a great alternative to drop shipping as well. And in this video, I'm going to be answering Menho's question, who is a loyal subscriber on this channel. So thank you for your question. He is dealing specifically with merch by Amazon, but I want to speak more specifically on kind of print on demand as a whole and some of the things you want to keep in mind if you are thinking of starting a print on demand business, but also if you are already running a print on demand business, some of the things that you need to be keeping in mind to help you to increase sales and profitability. There are two main avenues with regards to print on demand. You have your marketplaces and then you have your own websites. So you have companies such as Printful and Printify who allow you to actually create your own website. So you can have your own Shopify store, you can have your own Wix.com website, your own WordPress website, and you can actually create your design within Printful or within Printify, and you can upload those designs to your own dedicated website platform. Now, this obviously has a range of different benefits that it affords you, and there are loads of different websites as well, different platforms out there that allow you to kind of adopt this model. So this gives you a lot of control over your marketing, and this is really important because when it comes to things such as creating your own brand, when it comes to things such as retargeting, remarketing, and email marketing, that becomes a lot simpler when you are actually marketing your own website. And you can also send people directly to your own site rather than sending them to a marketplace. And that is a kind of second type of platform that there is available when it comes to print on demand, and that is selling on marketplaces such as Merch by Amazon. Now again, there are a range of different marketplaces that can allow you to do print on demand, and I'll be leaving links to some of the main ones in the description down below. Now there's pros and cons to both of these types of print on demand models, to having your own website and also kind of selling on marketplaces. Now, I want to kind of firstly speak about some of the pros to selling on marketplaces. So a lot of you guys who are doing print on demand, if you're not kind of marketing savvy yet, if you maybe haven't been following this channel for a while and you don't know too much about search engine optimization, about building a website for yourself, about email marketing and paid marketing, then you might want to start off with a marketplace, something simple, something like Redbubble, for example. Now, these types of marketplaces already have kind of internal traffic associated with it. So Redbubble already have a customer base, people that go to Redbubble to actively make purchases. So all you really have to do is create designs that the Redbubble community will kind of think are good, and that could help you to kind of gain organic kind of sales without you having to do too much marketing. And this goes the same as well for Merch by Amazon and any other platform that kind of enables you to have access to their already existing customer base. Now, that being said, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy to generate sales just because you're selling on a marketplace. You have to keep in mind that it is very competitive selling on these types of marketplaces. And this is because there are a number of sellers that want the attention of the already existing demand of the customers who are used to shopping on that particular marketplace. So it's going to take some savvy research on your end to truly find designs that are going to work well for you. So when it comes to selling on marketplaces, unique design is really important, but you also need to sniff out and smell what sells. And one of the ways in which you could do that is by going onto websites such as eBay, such as Amazon, seeing what products are trending, seeing what products are in demand. And you also want to make note of keywords. So for example, I'm on this platform now called eRank. I'll leave a link in the description to it down below. And this is one of your research platforms. So you're going to want to become very familiar with research platforms if you're planning on doing print on demand, whether you're planning on doing it on a marketplace or creating your own website. So this shows you, for example, I've typed in tennis shirts, and you can see the search trends, you can see the competition, you can see the average searches. And this is focused on Etsy, but I can also focus on other platforms if I wanted to as well. It's important to note that this platform kind of predominantly is focused on Etsy research as well. And you might be thinking, Sam, why are we searching on Etsy? I'm selling on Redbubble. Well, you kind of want to kind of snuff out the demand. What is the overall demand for the type of product that you're planning on selling? Whether you're selling on Redbubble, whether you're selling on your own website, you're going to want to use other platforms to help you to gauge what the demand is for the particular design that you are planning to upload. So again, you know, I've typed in tennis shirts here, or whatever you're planning to sell, whatever you're thinking about selling. Do some research, see what the demand is and see what the competition is. So if you scroll down, you can also see the competition on Etsy as well. And you know, that's really important for you to note, because it's not necessarily just about what the demand is, but how many people are there already supplying the demand? Is there opportunity for you? Is there a low-hanging fruit, or is this particular niche for you too oversaturated, and will you kind of not get any light of day in it? So that's something that you want to keep in mind. Also, a really good platform as well is eBay. I've gone on here and typed in British t-shirt. Now, when I'm doing my research on eBay, I normally start off by keeping it very broad. So I type in like a broad thing, as you can see, British t-shirts, and you can kind of just see what is selling here. Whenever you see red, so you see 7+ watching, you can see 84 sold. So these are the shirts that are selling really well. So you just want to click on one of them that's selling well. So I'm going to click on one that I see that is selling well. Now, this one is a sponsored listing. So I normally tend to stay away from sponsored listings because it's not necessarily a true reflection of how that product is selling without it being a sponsored listing. So I'm looking for organic sales here. So I'm going to click on one, for example, that looks like it's selling well. It's got quite a few watchers. You can also click on this sold button here to see how many it's sold quite recently. And this will show you the dates of which it's been sold. So you can kind of use that as well, because if the last sale happened 3 months ago, then maybe that's a product that's not doing so well anymore now. But kind of going back to it. It says 12 viewed per day. So you know that this is an item that's getting a lot of views. So you want to look out for these prompts that eBay kind of give you in terms of how well a product is selling. And you want to kind of see what the design is saying. Can you take any inspiration from the design? The design might give you some giveaways of why this particular product is selling as well as it is. You also want to look at the keywords that are being used as well. So it's not just the design, but products that are doing well. See if you can see any similarities between these products with regards to what is being used in the title, because when it comes to selling on marketplaces, keywords are super important. You want to make sure you're using keywords that people are actively using on those platforms to find the products that they want. So that's something that you really want to keep in mind as well when focusing on marketplaces. Make sure you're actually in a niche that is highly in demand. Make sure you're selling products that are in demand. Do some research as well on other platforms to kind of help you to justify that demand. One thing that you can also do as someone who is looking for potentially profitable designs to add to marketplace kind of print on demand platforms is by seeing what's trending on those platforms. So normally you can search these platforms and you can kind of use the parameter of products that are trending. And when you do that, you can kind of see the products that are popular, the products that are selling well. This can give you ideas as well for, you know, what is doing well on those platforms and what you should be focused on selling. Now, as a rule of thumb, for whether you're selling on marketplaces or whether you're selling on your own website, you want to, if possible, find a niche. Now, I know what you might be thinking, you know, you don't want to limit yourself. Why should you find a niche? But it's really important that you find a particular person that you can actually, you know, target. So someone that you keep in mind when you're creating your designs. This comes really handy when you start kind of promoting elsewhere outside of your own marketplace. So you might want to market on platforms such as Pinterest. You might want to create an Instagram account for your designs, and it's easier for you to develop a niche following for your designs if one exists. And those people who do follow that page that you build a following for are a lot more likely to actually click through and make a purchase. But not only that, if you have niche related products, then someone could actually leave your cart with more than one of your products, because if they're interested, for example, in football and you have a lot of designs related to football, then they might want to leave with more than one design. But if you're selling loads of different random designs that don't really match up, then it's likely that they'll just leave with one design. A niche is super important for you as well if you have your own website. So if you have your own website and you're selling through Printify or Printful, then you want to make sure that you niche down. Now, this is going to help you to remain competitive in the search engines such as Google, Yahoo, and Bing. You want to make sure that you're categorizing your products as well. Again, for similar reasons, you're going to spend a lot of time, maybe even money, getting people to your website. You want to make sure that they're leaving with more items. So when they're checking out, you might want to have something that shows them some similar products to the product that they are buying, and cross-sell them to hopefully allow them to leave the cart with more than what they initially came there to purchase. Amazon do this all of the time. They tell you products that are frequently bought with the product that you are about to purchase. You can also offer upsells, and you should also connect whatever platform you're using to sell on, whether that be Shopify or whatever platform. You should connect it to your email marketing software so that you can build a database of customers. And if you're selling niche related products, then you can actually, send an email out to people who have bought from you before, let them know about new products that you have or seasonal deals that you have. And that can be a great way to drum up additional frequent business for your website. Now, when it comes to selling on marketplaces, not only do you want to focus on keywords to make sure that you're actually showing up, but you want to make sure that you kind of go long tail as well. So I've spoken in other videos about long tail and short tail keywords, but particularly when you're selling on marketplaces, and particularly if you're selling in a niche that is fairly competitive, then you want to become specific with your keywords. Like, who exactly are you targeting and what keywords are they typing in? Is there anything that your competitors are not using in terms of their titles and description that you can make use of and potentially show up in places that other competitors are not showing up for? Now, although there are many benefits to selling on marketplace platforms for your print-on-demand product, it can be very competitive, and one of the ranking factors normally with some of these platforms is sales in itself, which makes sense because the platform has to actually make money in order to function. But if your design is not generating sales, then it can impact how well that particular listing performs in terms of search, and that can kind of, adversely affect your income. So a good way to kind of help you to improve your sales overall is to make sure, obviously, you're selling products that you feel are in demand and will generate sales. And if a product isn't generating sales, then it might be an idea for you to actually boost that post by utilizing sponsored ads. Now, sponsored ads is something that you can do on platforms such as Merch by Amazon. You can also do it on other marketplace platforms as well. And this can help you to kind of get more exposure to maybe products that are not being as exposed. And this type of advertisement can be a lot cheaper than Facebook ads and kind of Instagram ads as well. So you can still kind of generate a profit even though you're spending money on ads. So that's kind of an overview of print on demand with respects to doing it on your own website and also being a part of some marketplace. Now, we'll be doing more videos on specific platforms, so do let me know what platforms you are using, if any, in the comment section down below as well, so I know what platforms to focus on in my coming videos. But I also have the formula, guys. This is the formula to generating leads and sales online. If you are doing print on demand, then having a kind of a good grip on marketing is going to really help you to push your business forward and to generate more sales online. So I highly recommend you downloading that. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below and also somewhere on this screen. But I really hope that this video brought you value, and if it did, then please click the like button down below and make sure you share this video with a friend. If you have any additional questions or comments, then leave them for me in the comment section. But until next time, watch some of my other great videos. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for more awesome business related content. Have a great day. Make sure you download the formula, and I will see you soon.